Hello friends, Mew here, and today I'd like to do something a little bit different and talk about a Pokemon that people tend to not like. Pokemon that happen to be some of my favourite, the Gimmick Pokemon. Pokemon that have unique abilities, moves, or battle styles that tend to get pushed aside by the Pokemon community. I mostly see their lackluster stats as reasons cited for this, but hey, Pokemon is about more than just competitive battling. So today I'm going to try and defend some of my favourite Gimmick Pokemon, but before that, I think I'm going to need some help with this, so I am bringing in a friend.
Hey, I'm Umbreon Libris, and it feels really weird to say that as an intro. Anyway, Gimmick Pokemon are also some of my favorites. If it weren't for these creative and unique creatures, Pokemon would be a lot less appealing to me. Not everything has to be competitive, right?
Of course, Pokemon is about way more than just battling. For example, take one of my favourite Pokemon, and possibly the most gimmicky Pokemon, Shedinja. Shedinja has a unique typing, Bug Ghost has a unique ability, Wonder Guard, a unique evolution method. It's the only Pokemon that loses its gender upon evolution, one of two non-baby Pokemon that change egg group upon evolution, the only Pokemon with 1 HP, the only genderless Pokemon that can learn egg moves, the only Pokemon immune to Bug, Ice, Steel, and Fairy type moves, and the only Pokemon that can use Pain Split without losing any HP. Hey, I told you it was pretty unique. And if that alone isn't enough to convince you that this is a super creative Pokemon, why don't we delve into its origins? It's based on a combination of 3 things: discarded insect husks, guardian angels, and the mythical Utsusemi technique. A technique in ninjutsu where the ninja replaces themselves with a decoy version to escape harm. It's basically a sentient, angelic version of the move Substitute. And that's pretty cool, isn't it? And it's got some really cool, dark Pokedex entries, like this one.
A discarded bug shell that came to life. Peering into the crack on its back is said to steal one's spirit.
Now that is tip-to-toe badass if you ask me, and battle-wise, Shedinja's ability, Wonder Guard, has some really neat side effects. For example, Foresight and Odor Sleuth do not remove Shedinja's immunity to fighting and normal type attacks like they would for every other ghost. It's the only Pokemon that's immune to every single one-hit KO move. It's also the only Pokemon immune to ground attacks when the move Gravity is used. And finally, if somebody uses Soak on a Shedinja, that Shedinja becomes immune to 16 of the 18 types. And if that doesn't convince you that Shedinja is more than just a side effect of a Ninjask, then perhaps I should move right along to cast form.
Before you do that, can I step in and talk about the Unknown? I've seen a lot of videos about them lately from YouTubers big and small, but I still think they get more hate than they deserve. I won't deny that they are one of the least competitively viable Pokemon out there, with a base stat total of 336, Levitate as their only ability, and Hidden Power as their only move. They're practically the definition of a one-trick pony. A lot of people in the community want Unknown to get some sort of buff. I've seen people suggesting special moves or abilities that would help the Unknown fare better in battle. But competitive prowess was never the point with Unknown. Think about its signature move, Hidden Power. Unknown only has hidden power, no overt, noticeable powers. It's meant to be useless. It even says so explicitly in the Pokedex. When alone, nothing happens. However, if there are 2 or more, an odd power is said to emerge. That odd power is clearly hidden power. I'm pretty sure the only reason a single Unknown can use hidden power is that you can't have a Pokemon that knows no moves. If anything, they should have been given an ability that prevents them from attacking unless there are other Unknown in the party. But on top of that, the whole point of Unknown is the mystery about it. Most of its Pokedex entries talk about how little we know about them. In Crystal, you get a sort of side quest to collect all of the forms of Unknown, but it actually comes to nothing. That was definitely a little disappointing after all that build-up, but I'm certain that it was intentional. We're not supposed to know anything about them. Over the years, there have been hints throughout the games and movies about what their true role might be, but never any confirmation. That's why we see so many theories about them, that they're the fabric of reality, or Arceus' 1,000 arms, even computer code. And honestly, I hope we never get confirmation. I can't imagine the Unknown without their mystery.
Thank you, Umbreon Libris. You made a very, very good point, and I was having a bit of trouble writing a script to defend Unknown on my own back, so thank you for taking that off me. Anyway, back to Castform. I've mentioned Castform quite a few times on the channel, so it's no big surprise that I like this cute little guy. I mean, look at them. Every single form is just so happy, and those forms are what make Castform gimmicky. Their unique ability Forecast changes their form with the weather, as the Pokedex states.
Temperature and weather affect its cellular structure, so this Pokemon changes form according to the weather.
I think had they continued to update Castform and given them forms based on sandstorms and different terrains, we could have had a seriously cool looking Mon. But speaking of its looks, a lot of people hate on Castform for having a less than stellar design. It is just a head, some boobs, and an anime hair flick. So what? But it's not just that. It both resembles a water molecule and a teru teru bozu, a Japanese ghost-like charm that can apparently control the weather. This Pokemon's design perfectly combines the science of weather and the traditions of weather around the culture of the Pokemon Company in Japan. Ain't that cool? Well, even though there are far more gimmick Pokemon to cover and defend, we'll have to get to those in another episode, so please, like this video if you did, click that subscribe button if you want to see more, share it with a friend if they hate one of these Pokemon. Many thanks to Umbreon Libris for defending Unknown in this video. Check out the video we made over on his channel where we defend inanimate Pokemon. Links of course are below, as well as my social medias and my Ko-fi page, and as always, love you, bye.